Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Building Birmingham. Now, we have been struggling with not conceding goals. At the back we've been very sloppy, and that started out last episode with a 3-3 draw against Coventry. After that, 6-3 win against Rotherham, so another 3 conceded, and then 5-2 against Sunderland. Again, more goals conceded, but still not lost a game. 2 draws, won the rest. So it's been a very good start. And we now have a Carabao Cup game against Fulham. And I'm going to make a few changes to the squad because, some players will need a rest. We can give some players opportunities as well. But we also want to make sure that our main, heavy hitters, the players we can rely on, are going to be there to score some goals for us. Now, one sub that we will make as well is bringing Longello in at left back. No, you know what? We'll stick Plachetta at left back because he actually did pretty well there. I know he's a left mid, but we'll give it a go and see how he gets on. Yeah, we'll go for this. Deeney up top. Hopefully he can do some good link-up play. Why not go for that? So that'll be the team for the first game. Now, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Plenty more FIFA content coming your way. And I'm actually thinking about moving a few things around on the channel, as I'm going to be very busy coming up in the near future, so I need to sort of cut some of maybe the weekly things out, change some things around. So I'm looking at stopping the championship prediction videos altogether, maybe even stopping the Premier League prediction ones, but the Premier League ones are a little bit easier to do. There's a few less games, so thinking of keeping the Premier League ones there, and that there's less of them. And then maybe focusing a bit more on gaming. So, FIFA, Football Manager, maybe a Call of Duty campaign, things like that. So if there's any games you'd like me to, have a look at playing, then just let me know and I will start. I'll see if I can start a new campaign on some sort of game. But yeah, I will be cutting the championship ones out just because it's a lot on the schedule. And I'm going to be very busy in the next few weeks and months. So yeah, but FIFA will continue as long as you are enjoying it. No, I'm making runs there in the box. Ferreira just couldn't thread the ball through, and I am recording this on the Sunday that it's going to be uploaded. What did you guys think of the England game last night? Now, for the World Cup quarterfinals, I said that Brazil, Portugal and Netherlands would get through, and instead Croatia, Morocco and Argentina got through. So I got all 3 wrong. The only team I predicted correct to get through, sadly, was France. We are somehow 1-0 down because keepers do not have hands in career mode. But yeah, I got everything wrong apart from the England game. I thought it would go to extra time and we'd lose it there, but we lost it 2-1 instead in the 90. Refereeing decisions were abysmal. I mean, I've seen people having the argument of, yes, but we were given 2 penalties. However, if you committed 10 penalty offences, if you were fouled 10 times in the box and only got 2 penalties, that's not right. So, you should look at how many penalties we should have had rather than, because the one on Kane in the first half, if it's a foul, so if it's in the box, it's a penalty. They didn't seem to want to indicate whether it was in the box. It looked quite tight. Their first goal, Saka was fouled before they went off and scored. So yes, our players should be switched on enough to defend it, but it shouldn't have ever got to that. Brilliant strike from Tchouaméni, however, taking nothing away from the actual strike. It's just how they got there. Bit dodgy. Everything sort of middle of the field as well was just poor from the ref. But, you know, Southgate didn't help with very negative substitutions. Mount and Sterling have been crap this season. Sterling's got a lot going on at the moment. Why you'd take Saka off, who was our most main attacking threat, I've got no idea. Foden as well, he had a pretty good game. I don't see why he should have came off. If it was me, like, Henderson played well as well, but he's one of those players that doesn't really last the 90, not at that tempo. So if you want to bring him off, I would have brought him off, put Rashford on because we needed a goal, and then stuck Foden behind Kane, Rashford on one wing, Saka on the other. I think that's all that needed to happen. But the subs, again, Southgate's in-game management was poor, as it always seems to be. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think we'd get through. It's just upsetting because there was definitely a chance there, and it was a very tight game, but I think if anyone was the better side, it was us. That's the more annoying thing, that we didn't go through when we were the better team. If we played crap, then sure, we deserve to go out, but I don't really think we deserve to go out. But yeah, it's sad that we got another, well, it's going to be 3.5 years, I'm assuming, because it'll be in the summer, that we've got to wait until the next World Cup. But just think, Bellingham, Saka, Foden, Rice, all these sorts of players will be coming a bit more into their prime. They're still very young at the moment, so I don't think it's something to be too negative about. But now with the last four, who do you fancy to go all the way? Seriously, I think France will win it now, and you know, be the first team to retain it since Brazil doing it 1958, 1962. But I'm not. I don't know. It's been such a weird World Cup that I kind of wouldn't be surprised if it was a Croatia v Morocco final, as stupid as it sounds. Go on, Dini. Turns his man beautifully, but it doesn't have the pace. It's supposed to go to Bellingham, but for some reason it locks onto Dini. Well, Dini locked onto it. Bellingham with a nice bursting run. Keeper saved it. I thought he just put that over them. Somerville in. Dini! Oh. Okay. Why did it change player as soon as Somerville was too far away from the ball? I was trying to make it change player earlier and it just wouldn't. Oh. I can't have another episode moaning about the change player mechanic being broken. It's just too much of an issue. Just gonna have to live with it. Bellingham to Ferreira. I can't get it past the goalie. I'm gonna have to make subs. Get a few heavy hitters on. Thank you, Everidge. They've done nothing really this game, but their goal was a very poor shot. Right, Dembele on, Jamal Lowe on, Chong on. Attacking substitutions. Oh, Blachetta. Oh, great block after that. The keeper was out of position then. I was worried that they were going to score when it bounced off Blachetta, but he blocked it again. Nice interception there. Right, Chong get the ball. Low through to Dembele. Dembele's in here. He can't slide past the keeper again. The keeper keeps rushing out. I took the heavy touch to get away, but it was just a tad too heavy. Man of the match for this game has to be their goalie if it stays as it is. Beautiful challenge from Chalobah. And Dembele has it again. He can't get past Diop. But he can definitely put some pressure on him and the goalie. James, Chong, Lowe, back to Chong. Oh, Lowe was being held then. He was going to make a run and he just got held and stopped. I'm going to play it back into him. It's very frustrating. Oh, Dan James has run straight past Anderson. He's bounced off Chalobah's head. I didn't realise I could make another sub. Acuna on for James as well. Let's go for it. Got our full team out now for the last... Well, midfield and attack is our full team. I thought that was it then. Oh, Dembele, beautiful running. Plays it to Bakuna, gives it... it was Ferreira, sorry. Back into Dembele, cuts inside, and again, Bakuna. A heavy touch. I was too busy looking at the players ahead of me. Go on, Bakuna. Lovely play against Mbabu. Ferreira, it's too cramped up here. Bakuna, that was an awful pass. Come on, Bulldog. One last chance. Go on, Ferreira. Not there. There was 3 players running in on the edge of the box. I aimed at edge of the box and it went to the wrong bloody plate. Oh, we're out of the cup because this game sometimes is just awful. Didn't matter, we couldn't do anything anyway. Our first loss of the season, we're out of the cup. The first strike was awful that went past our goalie, Etheridge. But again, game mechanics, just shit. Absolutely shit. So disappointing to go out there because the lock-on wasn't too bad that game, but if I pass and aim in a certain place, it just doesn't make its way there. Why did it go near post when I aimed edge of the box? Well, there's always the FA Cup. No one wants that Mickey Mouse Cup anyway. No, I'd like to go further. Very disappointed. Unhappy with Chukwuemeka's game time, or I don't care. I don't seem to be able to cut his time short. Placheta unhappy. Baldock unhappy. Yeah, don't make me demands. Do one. Right, Reading up next. Changes needed. But again, I don't really think there was too much wrong with the team. Obviously, we made quite a few changes. The problem seemed to lie with mechanical failures. Right, Trusty back in at left back. Full team out. Let's try and smash Reading. To be fair, at the end, I was rushing forward to try and get the ball. So, well, I knew I didn't have a chance unless I got the ball then. I also wasn't expecting them to square it. Yeah, I'm not used to playing against the computer. So, yeah, I didn't expect them to square it either. But again, we needed a goal, so it didn't matter if we conceded because we didn't have time anyway. Now we can shoot. Now that we're playing a championship team, our players have composure and can finish. Nice from Maric. This is, yeah, I don't understand why our players weren't making these sort of runs last game either. Strange one. I know we did change the lineup a lot, to be fair, but when we had our main players on at the end, we still weren't creating too much. I'm not sure what Reading are doing. Reading are awful. Ugh. Whoa. What's going on here? Okay, don't take the ball then. Just leave it. Also, I did completely forget Blues were back in action yesterday. I was so engrossed in the World Cup and focused on that the England match later on in the day that I completely forgot Blues were even back. I kind of couldn't be bothered for the championship to start as well. I was really enjoyed the World Cup. It's been so good, and I never really wanted like the season to stop because Blues were in good flow and good form, and yeah, I didn't like the idea of the winter break and stuff, but now that the World Cup's on, I haven't wanted the championship back. It's a weird one. I feel like I don't really care about the Euros too much. Like, I care about it, but not nowhere near as much as the World Cup. It's the World Cup. But yeah, Blues 0-0 draw against Blackpool. Unlike us, we beat them 11-0. But this is a game, so yeah, obviously. But we hit the post. We had a goal disallowed that shouldn't have been disallowed. Yeah, we were the better side. But, normally if we're the better side and we don't score, we'll concede. But the good thing under Eustace this season is we've been very good defensively. Those games where we can't manage to get a goal, we'll still keep the clean sheet. We'll still get a point out of it and move on, which is always nice to see. I did press pass first time. He took an extra touch. Well, after the first touch, it's a press pass, and then he took a second. Good start to this one. Yeah, as far as the World Cup later stages have went as well, I mean, Brazil and Portugal I was expecting to walk through, but Croatia, they're doing it again. Can't win in 90 minutes. They didn't do it in the last World Cup in the knockouts, but the last World Cup, sorry, in the knockouts, but they always take it to extra time, and they either get through then, or like they are now, they get through on penalties. Well, it's funny because last time, I'm pretty sure, round of 16 and quarter final, they got through on penalties, and then extra time in the semis, they got through on extra time against us. So if they get through in extra time against Argentina, it's looking like a repeat. Because it could be a France-Croatia final again, 2 World Cups in a row. Just shows how great Croatia really are. And to be honest, I think Croatia will beat Argentina. I know I've downplayed Argentina this whole tournament, but I really do not rate them. I think they're so average, and I think whoever won last night out of England and France were the favourites then to go on and win the whole thing. I know there's been a lot of shocks, but I really fancy France now. I think it's definitely France's to lose. What are these guys doing in defence? But yeah, it's France's to lose. Sorry. Personally, I think it's going to be a France-Croatia final. I don't want Argentina to win it because mainly Emi Martinez is an absolute idiot. He gives it a big one all the time. He's such an arrogant, you know what. But we don't. But then when they lose, he's the biggest whinger. I don't like him at all. And the fact the Argentina players after the game were moaning about the refereeing decisions, while the ref had a Argentina kit with Messi printed on the back of it underneath his referee outfit. Brilliant header for error. Yeah, the ref was awful in that Netherlands-Argentina game and awful in the England-France game. The 2 big quarter-final ties had awful referees. But It's one of these things. I mean, it's the Qatar World Cup, so it's probably fixed anyway for Argentina to go and win the whole thing as soon as they realised that Qatar weren't good enough. But yeah, I don't want Argentina to win as much as Messi's the greatest player of all time. I don't like that team. I think if he was in a humble team that were kind of like the England team, we'd just sort of go about our business. We'd see everything as a challenge. But that Argentina team, the arrogant personalities in there, and this disrespectfulness. It was the same as Brazil dancing against South Korea the whole time. Like, I know Roy Keane had a moan and it was quite funny, but fair enough. They dance for their celebrations. You go 1-0 up, 2-0 up, sure, but 4-0 up, dancing with your manager. I don't like the attitude of Argentina, or I wasn't enjoying Brazil's attitude. Uruguay, they were bad in the group stages as well. The South American teams always flying into challenges and being reckless. Look, Paredes came on for Argentina, and as soon as he did, I was speaking to my mates at the time, I said, he's going to get a yellow card. Every time I see him, he gets a yellow card, he starts stuff, and he did. He got a yellow card, he booted the ball into the Netherlands coaches and subs, and then he got bodied by Van Dijk. The personalities over there are very, very poor on the football pitch. The professionalism is lacking. But yeah, enough about the World Cup. Let's focus on this game of FIFA. We're 5-0 up against Reading. This has flown by. We're in the 85th minute. Yeah, what's our next challenge? Who is next to come? Can we get another? No. Maybe. Pointless roulette. Pointless flick. Poor strike. I was about to smash that, but happy with that. 5-0. Kept a clean sheet, which we haven't done for a while. Defensively, we are looking there. And I am going to be starting a Football Manager career mode, definitely. I think I'm going to wait for the World Cup to finish first, and then I'll make one. Lads up front were ruthless, yes indeed. Millwall away next. Hannibal's appearances they're not happy with. Again, with Hannibal, I'm not playing him because we don't actually have him and we're not going to be able to get him. So I'm trying to focus on developing some of our own players. Like, me not giving Hannibal time means I can give more time to Jordan James and Bellingham, which I quite like the idea of. And then, we've got Ferreira and Dembele both on loan, but Dembele we could realistically sign, and Ferreira's miles ahead of Hannibal. Like, he's a very good player at the moment. So, yeah, there's my reasoning for leaving Hannibal out. Decent. Not good enough. Not good enough even, really. And Brazilians, only 2. Potential 66 and potential 72. No. Come on, scouts. We don't want the pre-match conference. We will just go through to the game. Yeah, and with the Football Manager career, what I'll try and do is, because last time I would record quite a few episodes in one and then release them, maybe 2 a week or something along those lines. Jamal Lowe, 1-0. Nice early goal. But I kind of think I should, like, when the transfer window's here, just sort of record them, and then upload them straight away, so that you guys can get involved with transfers and all that sort of stuff. And then when the transfer window closes, it might be that I just get 3 hours in a night where, I've got a bit of spare time, so I can record some episodes there. And then, you'll get all 3 uploaded that week rather than waiting 3 weeks, because then I'll get too far ahead of myself. So, yeah, there won't be sort of, a schedule of, there's going to be 1 a week. It might be that 1 week there's 1, the next week there's 3. But there will be videos. And as far as the Call of Duty campaign, I have got Modern Warfare 2. I bought it. I never tend to play the campaigns because I enjoy multiplayer. But I did buy it and think, I could upload this campaign to the YouTube channel if that's something you'd want. So if you want to see something a bit different, not football based, then yeah, I'm up for doing a Call of Duty campaign. And again, that's something that I could probably just play, one day where I've got loads of time. Just play the campaign. So it works well for me as well. And I am really enjoying Warzone as well. That's Warzone is good fun. 2-0 Ferreira. How many goals has he got this season? Ferreira's brilliant. I wish we had a chance of getting him permanently. Maybe if we carry this on and go up, Ferreira could be a permanent signing. I'm not sure what I'm going for there. Nice round the corner. Ferreira drills it. He's brilliant. I think his wages are, pretty high for compared to a lot of our other players. But 20 goals in 11 matches. Oh. I'm aware I just ran the wrong player towards that. However, I did end up accidentally playing him offside, so... Oh, that was terrible. Not defending very well, am I? It's went a bit funny again. What is that touch from Maric? And why hasn't Everidge just picked that up? I was going to press A and play it to Dembele, I promise. I just, yeah, that was me just not actually pressing the button for some reason. I don't know what I'm doing there. I mean, I'm glad I got my goals early because I've started playing quite poorly over these last, 20 in-game minutes or so. That's poor as well. Why did it lock on my left back and then my attacking mid when Chong was the closest to the ball? But when I switched, it went to Dembele rather than Chong. I don't get it. Trusty, nice and early. No one. No one in there. Nice defending from Trusty again. He's been very good. Not sure why that didn't just go to Somerville. Some poor defending there. Nice from Trusty again. He's been good. Been very good. Oh, beautiful ball. Beautiful run. Trusty again. Trusty to Dembele. I'm not sure who played that ball, but lovely. That was just mean. Oh no. I thought I was going to get sent off then just for a laugh, really, but. Oh, both of them got booked. I mean, I can't really argue with that. I did just take two players out that didn't have the ball. Oh, Trusty with another brilliant bursting run. Plays in low. Oh, I don't get why they can't turn. I wanted him to stop then and feed Dembele, but it didn't work. Oh, Maric hasn't been booked yet. He can't catch up anyway. Middlesbrough in Wigan. Carrick v Colo Torre. Not on this, but. Dembele, good save from Bielkowski. Somerville, bit deep. Maric wins his header, but can't get it to anyone. Good header there from Maric. Not catching that. Oh, Collins fell over. Beautiful save from Everidge. I mean, he had that one dodgy moment against Fulham where he let an absolute pay-roller in, but other than that, he's been very, very decent. Could we do it? 2 clean sheets in a row, probably for the first time this season. I keep trying that now with Dembele because I remembered he is capable of doing that. Nice Shalawat. Somerville. Ferreira, Dembele, back to Ferreira. Yeah, it was just pass it in. Hat-trick. Remember that? All his league hat-tricks. I wonder if he got one last game as well, because if he did, I think that's 5 in a row. I'm struggling to finish those ones. I'd lift it, but I don't like chips on this game. They seem a bit dodgy. He ran round the keeper twice. Lovely win, 5-0. Great performance. And we started this episode off poorly with our first loss. Was a cup game, so still unbeaten in the league. But we're having a good time at the moment. Oh, 2 clean sheets in a row as well. Who's next? Oh, a little bit of a break. Oh, scout report on Palistri. A little bit of a break. He's 71 rated right mid. Oh, scout report on Palistri. 3.5 mil. He is quick. 71 rated right mid. Worth 3.5 mil. Kind of like Somerville in a way. Kind of like Somerville in a way. Wilfred Nonto. I don't want to loan him out. Palistri, Wilfred Nonto. They want to loan him out. Palistri. They want to loan him out. Oh, they just want till the end of the season. So I'm not paying 20 grand. Oh, they just want only a rotation till the end of the season. So we've got a few more options on the wings. I'm not paying 20 grand a month. He's only a rotation. Yusuf Demir, so we won't be able to loan him. Well, we'd have to buy him. Yusuf Demir, we won't be able to loan him. Well, we would have to buy him. That doesn't work either. I want to go and scout him, or are we currently scouting him? That doesn't work either. Maybe we are. I want to go and scout him, or are we currently scouting him? Don't think we'd. Maybe we are, yeah. Mitoma? Don't think we'd. Nope. Okay, alright. Transfer offer, Harley Dean, 510k, Columbus Crew. Okay, alright. We rejected 700k, Harley Dean, 510k, or maybe we tried to negotiate up to 710. We rejected 710k, or maybe we tried to negotiate up to 710. A 1% sell-on clause. A 1% sell-on clause. 1%. 550. Go on. 520 and no sell-on. 1%. Come on, boys. 530. 520 and no sell-on. Yeah, 530, an extra 20k. Jesus, yeah, 530, an extra 20k. 10th of November to the 16th of November. Jesus Ferreira is away from the 10th of November to the 16th of November. Happy. Have we got a big break now? It's the World Cup. Yellow appearances, they're not happy. No, it's not. Have we got a big break now? Offer. It's the World Cup. For Roberts. No, it's not. We accepted Roberts' transfer offer. Didn't go through. A mil. for Roberts. We accepted with Levante and it didn't go through. Oh, go on. Yes. Give us a mil, go on. Yes. We're on the 19th of November here and... We're on the 19th of November here and... There is no World Cup break? No. There is no World Cup break? No World Cup break whatsoever. No. No World Cup break whatsoever. But then January we've only got 3 games. But then January we've only got 3 games. Strange. December's really busy as well. Look at December. 4, 5, 6, 7. December's really busy as well. Look, 8 games in December, but 3 in January. 6, 7. That's awful. 8 games in December, but 3 in January. However, we are going to leave it there. Next time out, we will play the rest of our November games. We are going to leave it there. December. Next time out, we will play the rest of our November games, 2 episodes into December. So then, within the next 3 episodes, December, by the time the 4th one comes around, we'll be in the transfer window. Within the next 3 episodes, sounds pretty good. By the time the 4th one comes around, we'll be in the transfer window. And yeah, make sure if you've enjoyed this, sounds pretty leave a like to me. And yeah, make sure if you've enjoyed this to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell so you don't think. But make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the notification bell so you don't think. Make sure to hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss out on any more FIFA content. Make sure to hit the notification bell as well.